I listened to a few podcasts now, like with Owen and Mert and that, and they're asking how, and even with yourselves, how the Hardy Book started. But where did, like, there's plenty of podcasts that explain that, but where did you come into it yourselves?
If you both go first.
Well, go on, Maggie. You can go first.
Well, I was kind of at a friend's birthday party in a pub in Swinford, and Martin was there, and he asked me, "Do you want to be in this thing?" And I go, "Yeah, no problem." And then ages later, out of the blue, "Oh, we're here ready to do it now," in the middle of the evening. So it was kind of like winter time, so it was dark, and they were up at my house, which is out in the middle of nowhere, and just 2 cars and a load of, I was thinking just it was going to be like a guy on his phone, but like mini cameras in the car, and then guys in the boot with cameras and stuff like that. I was thinking, fuck's sake. And it was the scene where I get a lift from Martin, and I just kind of go, sit there quietly, and then I go, "It smells like cat piss." And then it must have been nearly a year later, then we started doing the storyline and YouTube stuff.
That was the demo, one of my Tale of a Hardy Book.
Yeah.
That was the first one. I don't know, is it online?
I tried looking on YouTube, can't find it.
I don't know if it's still up.
I think it was on
so.
Maloney's Digest. I think it was on Martin Maloney's page. I think so. It was a Tale of a Hardy Book. And it was a very rough cut, and he didn't know what he was playing at the time, and it was supposed to be like he did smell or something. That was the whole thread running through it, that he actually smelled like cat piss, I think. Sure. But I think that was one of the first demos, and then a year later we made another demo. I wasn't in that one, and it was only you, Martin and Owen, I think, that was in that one, was it? I don't even know, it was the Viper in it.
I can't remember that one.
I don't think so.
There was the one where they were Owen and Martin were in the car. Oh, that might have been the first season on RTE. I'm getting them mixed up now, but yeah. Then there was the Mitzi Turbo Cup. It was a big one that was on YouTube. That's right. Probably the most well-known and one of the best episodes.
Yeah.
But when you kind of, and then there was like Collie just chatting at the time. There was that big interview. That was one of the series though. But I like that one because Collie isn't bothered about this big interview that everyone's trying to go and get a job, and he's just out in this. There's like it was the
Centre for Agriculture.
Yeah,
that's right. Yes. And he's pushing bales.
Yeah,
he's pushing out bales and stuff.
Like
he's having great crack.
Everything was used just to like if there was something going on in the town, we might try and use it in with it. Yeah. But it was the Missy Turbo Cup that I got involved with. Again, Martin. I met Martin one night walking down Eyre Square or Shop Street in Galway, and like there was no one on the street bar this busker and a crowd around him. It was quiet, and next thing, like Martin had gone interrailing for about a year or maybe even longer, and he was always on in school. Me and Martin were close in school because he was a complete header, and we used to go skiing, and I skied 3 months with Martin. Like, didn't go to school at all, we just hung out for 3 months and got away with it until I got caught. Until the two of us got caught, but he didn't give a shit. But he was always on about it. Next thing he went off, and I met him on the street in Galway, and he said, "That's, you remember all the things," he said, "that we were talking about years ago. We're going to do it soon." And he said, "I'll be in touch." So I didn't hear from him for weeks, and next thing I got this text message on a Friday night, "Be at the community centre tomorrow, bring in the Jeep." And I was like, right, okay. And as it happened, I think I might have been drinking that Friday night, but because I had ahead of me the next day, I went in anyway, brought the Jeep in, and that was the Missy Turbo Cup. Like, I didn't know what was going on. I just landed to the Missy Turbo Cup.
And you had a trailer as well?
And I brought and then I went back out for the trailer as well.
Yeah. Oh, you had to go back out for the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was all thrown together.
Yes.
I mean, we didn't knew what was going on.
Yeah.
There was a vague idea, but like,
yeah. But the beauty was Chris was so good at editing, and then
Chris was brilliant at the editing.
Amazing at editing.
Yeah.
We'd ordinarily film like 25 hours of footage, and he'd cut it down for half an hour. I make a narrative out of it.
But even how painstaking that has to be to make that right, it's unreal. To watch something over and over and to get it cut Like even to do the 2 or 3 minute clips that we do lately, you know, it just to try and get it all synced up. It takes.
And that was just like the Mitch Turbo was just a message sent on social media. I think. Does anyone want to?
That's right.
Do this? Come here this time. There was some well-known people in it as well. Hanley. Hanley, who was on Rai Radio.
Peter Ganley.
Peter Ganley was in it. Yeah, it was good crack. Yeah.
What was that the episode you came into it as well?
No. I was in it. So I was in it. So Mikey did the demo called "The Tale of a Hardy Buck," and then we did another one. I wasn't in that one, and I told the story in the other podcast. I was traveling around the place, and I was in India, and I'd fucking long hair, and I was skinny, and I'd a load of bangles on my hand, and I fucking thought I was cool, man. I mean, it's a lot of shit cool.
You are.
And
don't be so hard on yourself.
no, but I thought I was enlightened. You know what I mean? I came back, and fucking boys took one state, look at me, and they were like, "You fucking idiot!" And they wanted me to be in it. So my one was the golf course where we're picking mushrooms. That was the first one. That was the first one I was in, and we didn't know what it was, and we actually ended up picking magic mushrooms then as well. I remember taking them, and then I think we were actually trying to pull the women in the show as well. You know what I mean? And we were drinking, and everything there is just more like a documentary than fucking anything else. That one. But it's a good little one if you want to find the right magic mushrooms. So, but it was good crack. Mikey. So that was the first one I was in, and then it kind of developed in after that. Myself, Martin, and Tommy Boo moved to Sweden. Martin was backing over to Sweden, and we were living in Sweden for about a year and a half, and we were coming back to do the Storyland ones.
Right.
And we didn't realise it was getting big. And we were like, and then now and again, an odd person shout your name in the airport, and you'd be like, some video you did with a gang of lads back home, and I was like, this some lad is shouting your name, and you're like, that's a bit weird, huh? And then eventually it started to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, so it was a perfect storm of people coming together, you know.
I think it was the mood of the country at the time as well. We were heading into a recession at the time. And also it was said later on in years that a lot of the boy racer scene went viral on boy racers sort of at the time, especially down in Cork for some reason.
Yeah.
And it just spiraled all the way through the country. But a lot of episodes, especially the YouTube ones, were on the spot, like the one that we were saying last week, where I come out of the bookie shop. Like I had told the lads all day. I was like, no, I'm not around it. I'm not even in the same county. And I think I actually might have said I'm out of the country.
I think he did. He did.
And next thing, but I love betting. So I went in to put a bet on the Grand National, and I thought I'd sneak out the back door. I was only in there about 10 minutes. I come out, and next thing, Martin and Owen are there, and I think it was Chris actually that was videoing it.
Yeah.
It was the Viper that was videoing it, and I was like, and we just kept rolling. But if you look back at me coming out of the door, I just look up like that. It is pure shock.
You just caught out in the light.
Yeah.